Welcome to my end.
Ah, it's a good track, isn't it? I like it a lot. For some reason, it somehow didn't actually even hit the top 10, the Junkie XL contest for remixes for 300 Rise of an Empire, which was not a great movie, I might add. Wasn't much of a fan of that one. I like most movies. I have very little taste when it comes to movies. That I can tell you for a fact. And even the new 300 just didn't really do it for me. Like, the combat scenes weren't even as impressive as what we'd seen in the previous 300 movies. So it's like, well, what's the point? And they just basically reran the same story from a slightly different perspective. Artemisia was really the only interesting character in the entire damn thing. But the soundtrack was good, and that was a remix from Little V Mills there, called History of Shredamisia. Very, very nice. I'm feeling pretty good today, so I felt like I'd stream. It also helps that none of the big streamers are actually on, and I will get more viewers. So let it never be said that I don't make decisions for the benefit of my business. Alright, we'll do a little bit of this, and then I'm thinking of changing things up a bit. I'm thinking maybe Ultimate Spell Power Shaman might actually work too. So, I'm going to toss that, keep that. There we go. We'll do a little bit of Spell Power Rogue, and then we'll see what's going on outside of that. I'm okay with the Morga Shell, I'm not okay with the Head Crack. You don't generally want the Head Crack until later on, because you can't really use it, but I can play the Kobold turn 2, which is pretty good. We'll see. It depends if he plays a creature initially, then it's not so good. Oh, Elven Archer. Okay, well, I guess who's getting shivved for cards then. I guess. Works fine for me. There we go. And I got a backstab out of that, which was fantastic, which is even better for this stage of the game. So, it's a pretty decent start. Weenies. Lots and lots of weenies. That's actually a little annoying. The Mogashan Warden might end up being good, but the Dalaran Mage is a decent play here as well. We can go with that. That should do the job. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good today. I had a rough day yesterday, but... No, it's bad days and good, you know? And I am almost through my 4th week out of 5, so... What's his follow-up to that gonna be? He's gonna trade that? No. Oh, it's just a straight-up rushdown. Okay, I would really like fan knives. No? No fans of knives. Okay. Well, we can clear most of this off the board. The Mogashan actually shuts this whole thing down completely. So we're just going to do that. I think we backstab the Wolf Rider as well. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of that. Like, it's a high damage creature. Even though it will die on the Mogashan, it will take half its health off. This Mogashan should put me in a pretty decent spot. Yeah, it's kind of aggro Paladin rushdown deck, which oh, fuck me. Which I have seen before. That's pretty annoying. But at least he burns the equality pretty early. And he's going to silence that. Alright. I mean, this thing could still fight, and is actually going to trade like 2 for 1. So, really, he's very low on cards, and he's burned through pretty much everything. So, I'm not actually too worried at the moment. I'm trying to draw into some AoE to make sure he can't do another big rush again. Yep, next in 5 days. I'm happy to see that. Can't wait to see what I can make with the next cards. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm trying to think as to whether or not I actually want to stream my single player of it, or whether or not I would just prefer to play it myself. I'm not sure. Yeah, silencing the equality was maybe not the best idea. You've got... This actually I've seen this happen a few times with Paladins. They do it in the wrong order. The whole silence combined with equality thing, you've got to do it the other way around. You silence first and then you equality. Alright, it's a bit of Consecrate bait. He does only have 3 cards, so I'm going to take the risk. And if he doesn't have Consecrate, then I'm going to be able to do a lot of damage. Even with Consecrate, he kills 2 minions. Which is not the worst thing ever. Avenging Wrath. Okay, this might be a bit more unpleasant. Let's see how the RNG is. His RNG is pretty good. Fuck that guy. Alright. It's fine. I have more creatures like that. Not really a big deal. I'm gonna head crack here, I think. And then attack. What happened to the chinchillas? Well, they're still alive, if that's what you mean. They are still around. We do have that. Not a problem. The chins are very much still alive. And another equality. And a Consecrate. Alright, so he's pretty much burned through all his removal now, for the most part. And I've got myself a Malagos that's sitting in the wings, waiting to be super annoying. And I'm gonna shiv for a card here. Just also get rid of that as well. And that gets us a... Oh, I want to play Dalaran Mage here, followed by Headcrack, I think. More economical. I can easily drop the Thalnos at a later date. There are so many subs that R9K is kind of required. No? Oh, is that on Jesse's channel? Yeah, maybe that's on Jesse's channel. On this channel, no problem. He's got this one-off thing, which kind of makes the whole thing pointless. Blue Gill to kill that. Alright, well... He's pretty much burning himself out trying to kill little things when he's about to be murdered by Malagos, so I'm not massively worried about that. We got a fan of knives as well. Do I want to delay again? No, I think we just drop the Malagos at this point and then trade this out, because frankly, why would we care about anything else? Alright, and you burned through both your qualities, so good luck getting rid of a 412. And my fan of knives will deal well with this, and everything else that ever comes out now. Because it's going to do 6 damage. In fact, 7 when I drop the Thalnos. Assuming I can't kill him next turn. I think I can. Can I? With Thalnos, Headcrack, Sinister Strike? Is that enough? I need to do 16 damage. There's 4 on the attack there. I think that kills him. Another Avenging Wrath coming out. Malagos doesn't care for your Avenging Wrath. Oh no! Avenging Wrath! I already have 8 health left. Yeah, GG. I think you might be a bit dead. Let's just double check my mathematics here. Headcrack deals 7, says yes, by far. Yeah, he did. There you go. Sweet. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm going to play Nax, obviously, pretty much immediately. I don't want to do videos on the channel of single player, because, frankly, why? You know, everyone can play the same shit. So, I might stream that, but I definitely will do a couple of videos with some of the new cards. Bear in mind, the wings are coming out kind of on a regular basis, so we don't actually know what all the cards are, and we also don't know when the wings are coming. But I assume at fair regularity. So, we will see. Destiny would interest me if it was on a console, or was on a PC and not a console. I don't play console shooters. Destiny's obviously would be beneficial on a PC, and frankly, since it seems to be coming out now at 30 FPS with that terribly narrow FOV and shit like that, I'm not too keen on it. I mean, hell, the Xbox beta isn't even 1080p yet, let alone 60, and I don't think it's ever gonna be 60 FPS, is it? I'm pretty sure they're targeting 30 on all platforms. Like, well, I don't care then. I don't want to play 30 FPS games. Especially not shooters. That's like one of the worst genres. The only genre that's worse... Well, fighting games at 30 FPS are pretty bad. And character action games are absolutely dreadful at 30 FPS. Shooters, however, are also really bad. So, no, I'd rather not. Yeah, it does seem like they may have backtracked on the never on PC thing, which is fine. You know, when it comes out on PC, I'll play it. Until then, I won't. Simple as that. Alright, well, this is mildly annoying. We'll end up taking 3 damage from this thing. Well, maybe not. It depends. If he drops, like, a bunch more little minions, then Fan of Knives comes down on him. Let's not listen to this. Let's listen to something else. There we go. That might work. I'm just adjusting the angle of my mic. I was getting a bit of electrical interference there. Yeah, racing games at 30, I don't even understand why you would do that. Like, but apparently people's like, oh no, it's totally fine, we're targeting 30, that's gonna even... No, it's fucking stupid. What the hell's wrong with you? Do I want to Fan of Knives backstab? Or do I want to... I think I just want a Dalaran Mage backstab and then knife the 2-1. It's probably the way to go. There we go. I'm still hearing a bit of buzz on that line, aren't I? Let me just pause this for a second so I can identify it. There we go, it's gone now. I don't know what it is with my mic, but I've got a specific problem where if my mic is at a certain angle, there's a buzzing noise and I have to actually rotate the microphone in its stand in order to get rid of it. I don't know what's causing it, but obviously I can get rid of it fairly easily. I'm just kind of like, why? I mean, what is causing this to happen? Okay, this is a bit annoying, but nothing we can't handle. There we go. Let's commence the vaporization. Kill 2 for 1. Works for me, and we draw a card off that as well, so hard to complain. I might end up getting Hammer of Wrath now. We'll see. Guess we'll find out. I don't think it's a cord loose. Like, I mean, my XLR cable isn't loose, so I'm not 100% sure what's actually causing it. But again, it's very easy to get rid of. I just have to rotate it in its stand a little bit until it goes away. Like, it gets worse or better depending on what angle it's at, which makes me think that there's, you know, there's some kind of EM field or whatever. It might be, like, due to the monitor. It's quite close to that. So I'm not 100% sure. I might have to replace the cable. I don't know. Whatever the case, it's not really causing any problems at the moment. As long as I just turn it, then it's fine. And I make sure to check it before I do every video anyway.
Reporting for duty. Not on my.
Well, that's his last Argent Protector. That's good news. So he probably doesn't have any more sources of Divine Shield. Lol. Okay. Alright, well, I mean, I don't have a problem with you doing that. That should be fairly easy to deal with. Although he is playing some rather annoying delaying tactics here. So I have 2 Blade Flurries, which is obviously how I'm going to deal with this, but I do need to pop both Divine Shields before that happens. So we do that. I don't really want to send my 4-4 into his 2-2. So I think I'll probably knife for that and take 2 damage. Could follow it with the Blade Flurry. Want to be a bit careful about dropping Kobold because I'm playing around Consecrate here. And then we can just go for the face for 4, which I think is nice. I don't want to drop the Kobold because I'm pretty sure he will just then follow it with Consecrate. I'll watch International, yeah. I just want to watch the main stage stuff. Wasn't really too interested in the group stage. There was like so much Dota going on. I was like, okay, I'm losing rapidly track of what's happening here. So let's not. Alright, so we could do another Blade Flurry for 4 with a Kobold Geomancer and then run the 1-1 into it. That would be a decent way of dealing with it. Then we can attack again for 4, but that would be my last Blade Flurry. The alternative is to just drop the Geomancer and go for a straight-up backstab for 5, which I think is a much better idea. You know, this 1-1 isn't really relevant at the moment. We can just knife up, kill it, and then we can go for a head crack for 5 damage. And then I think next turn we can just unload on him. There we go. Can we have, like, some Doom stuff that has less creepy whispering in it? There we go. Much better. Most PC gamers can't afford 60 FPS gaming computers. Well, that's not true. At all. Pretty much anyone could attain 60 FPS. They just have to turn the detail and resolution down. That's the wonderful thing about PC. You get the choice. If I had the choice on a console between 1080p 30 and 720p 60, I would take 720p 60 every time. I would take lower texture quality. I would take lower resolution. I would basically grind that shit down to a PS1 game if I get 60 FPS, because for me, gameplay is king. You know? That's just why it's so weird that I think we've just got him here, don't we? We just unleash everything. So that's what? 4 damage to the face. Yeah, he's utterly fucked. I played that wrong. He's still fucked. Even if I did play it wrong, he's still dead. There we go. Which is why it's so weird that, like, I always hear these arguments from people that are kind of console fanboys, like, oh no, it's a gameplay that matters. Yeah, I know. 60 FPS means better gameplay. And I would turn the graphics down. I mean, they're already bad on console anyway, so I don't have a problem with turning them down further. But you don't have the choice. That's what sucks. You don't have the fucking choice. Yeah? God, I mean, I would rather go back to my Saturn and play fucking Street Fighter Alpha 2 at 60 FPS than play a lot of the modern stuff. Like, I got Tekken Tag Tournament 2 on the Wii U and it was 30 frames per second and it was just horrible. Well, yeah, I mean, of course it's more detailed. I mean, you have to have more detailed animations for 60 FPS as well, so... But, I don't know. I have PC. I don't care. One drink, one bag of chips. I see what you did there. Okay. This is slightly annoying. I don't have a backstab to deal with that. Coin Shiv is bad. Like, actually, everything I can do here is bad. I think I actually have to let him attack me. Yeah, I'm gonna get Zoo'd here. This might be a similar play. I'm pretty sure I've run at this guy before, and he plays Zoo. And I'm probably going to lose if I don't get Fan of Knives very quickly. I do have Blade Flurry, but it takes a bit of time to set up, because I need the weapon out first. And I'm going to take a bunch of damage before I'm able to do that. So, that's a problem. Like, I would end up taking 9 damage if I went to knife that thing. He attacked me again, and then I killed it with something else. We can't coin into anything good. Like, I think I might just have to eviscerate that thing, which I hate. Because I really need these eviscerates for stuff like... Assuming this is a Zoolock, for killing Doom Guards, but... Can I endure any more damage? I guess I have to. We'll endure one more round, and then we'll see. I handed the podcast over to Jesse until my chemo's done, until I'm properly recovered to the fact where I think I can host the show. So it'll be a few more weeks, most likely.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Alright, well that's worse. Probably have to eviscerate now. I can go... If it was still a 2, I'd be fine, because I could go Blood Mage, Coin, Blade Flurry, but... I can't do that. Not brilliant. Oh, a backstab. Okay, well, the problem just solved itself. And I think we just coin into Shiv for 2 damage to kill that, and that gets us card draw as well. There we go. Sweet. Good. That answered the problem quite nicely before it got too out of hand, so... He's still got a slight card lead on me, but I'm feeling in a better spot than I was. Plus no Mortal Coil. I would appreciate if you didn't Mortal Coil. I hate you. Well, it's card for card. Whatever. Pull my Malagos. Well, he's dropping low damage stuff right now, so Ogre Mage... Ah, I hate that buff. Ogre Magi. Pretty clearly the way to go here, I think. I would love rid of that, but I'd have to Blade Flurry for it, and I'm not massively keen on doing that yet. So let's just drop the Ogre Magi for the time being. And then we'll see where it goes from there. Soulfire. He's whisking it. Oh, he loses a Doom Guard. Ooh, that's got a sting. Alright, now he's dropping all his shit. Okay, so I do have that Blade Flurry. And I also have a way to buff it up. I just don't have a way of getting rid of this. So I can kill 2 things with the Blade Flurry. Yeah, it seems like the only way I can go. It at least blunts what he's got. It's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. And it gets rid of that buffing thing, and it also gets rid of the thing that's chucking knives at me constantly. I'm still going to be a bit behind, but we'll see. I'm glad he lost his Doom Guard. That was good. He might have another one, but... That sucks. Okay, we need another AoE, preferably Fan. Fan now would be amazing. Yeah! Alright. The zoo is closed for maintenance. I mean, he can still pull a Doom Guard on me, but this is looking better now. He's losing momentum.
I can wait and finish
A Pagel! Well, that's interesting. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Alright. Okay, well, I actually don't have any good cards here, which is... At least not for doing what I want to do. Which is a little annoying. I mean, I can Unleash on his face for... 10... 13? But I'm burning a lot, and if I don't have an answer to whatever he comes up with next, then I'm in trouble. Like, I still want to control, but I don't want to burn too many cards to get the control. I think in this case we have to ignore the Harvest Golem. I definitely don't want to ignore the Pagel. I think the Pagel has to die. I don't want to make him pull any more cards. If possible. So, I mean, I'm thinking... I was thinking Ancient Mage, but I ends up buffing Eviscerate up, and then I end up wasting 2 damage.
Choose soon.
He's probably not going to be able to kill that this turn unless he's got another buff. Let's put a bit of pressure on him. Not too much. We'll give him 1 Eviscerate. Put him down so that tapping is less likely. And damn, his Pagel's a good Pagel. Let's put a bit of pressure on him. And then we could probably do a fairly nasty follow-up with the second Ancient Mage, assuming he doesn't clear the board right now. He still has 1 more Soulfire, so he could kill my 1/4. He may also pull a Doomguard and, like, just go for it. I don't like the idea of using an Eviscerate on a Harvest Golem. It's because it's a creature that death rattles into another creature, and Eviscerate is premium removal. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to get screwed by the fact that he drew a 4/4. I think that was off the top of the deck as well. So that sucks. I just lost my spell power. We did get some more, though. Do you want to keep applying pressure? I think we do. I think we have to. So it's probably Archmage and then a second Eviscerate.
Ready for this?
Or do we want to get rid of his 4/4? Maybe we get rid of his 4/4. I mean, if we can live till Malagos, then I think he goes down anyway. So let's just kill his 4/4 off, because that's what's actually going to do the damage. And then maybe we use the Ancient Mage to get rid of that. Yeah. Yeah, he's got fairly low damage on the board. We still don't get rid of that Pagel. Oh, come on! Who the hell gets 2 Pagels in a row? Nobody ever gets that. He's drawing hard now. And I'm trying to balance... as the other Mortal Coil, god damn it. I'm trying to balance my desire to go for his face with my desire to keep his board from getting out of control, because I've used most of my AoE. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, that's bad. That's pretty bad. At least he can't kill my Archmage, but he is now just going to go for the face. And I don't know, if he pulls the second Doomguard, I just die. Oh, Mogashan. Actually useful. I'm going to have to drop that, I think. And then we could drop the Ancient Mage. He is going to kill the Mogashan next turn, though. So is there any real point in dropping the Ancient Mage? I think we drop the Ancient Mage anyway. Okay, he kills the Mogashan. We get that, but... how much damage can I do to his face? So I can do 7, 8 to him this turn with a head crack. Or alternatively, I can get rid of his Direwolf Alpha. If I get rid of his Direwolf Alpha, he can't actually break my Mogashan. So I think we do that. Put down the Ancient Mage. And then I can probably kill him next turn unless he can answer that. And currently, the Mogashan is strong enough to resist a Doomguard, so that would keep